The doctor will see you now. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Unit Lost. I'm Stylosa and this is my awesome Mercy guide. I'm going to give you some fantastic tips and advice on how to play Mercy. The very first place we start though is in the options. Look at this. Toggle beam connection, turn that on because that means you don't need to hold down the mouse buttons to keep the beam activated. And then you want to turn off Guardian Angel prefers beam target because you don't want to be locked to your beam target for Guardian Angel because that's your main mobility and you'll want to snap that onto other people as you target other heroes on your team to jump to them and quickly heal them. But watch this, ladies and gentlemen. If you play Mercy, the team will absolutely love you, and this kind of magic will happen.
Heroes never die.
It's nice to be appreciated. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this. This is my Mercy guide. Now, Mercy is a... Well, she is the best single target healer in the game, by far. I think she heals at around 50 health points per second, which is pretty good. But she can also toggle the beam, so she can give health, or she can give a 30% damage boost. Now, the reason why I've quoted the numbers here is just to show you how effective she can be. And a lot of people have said to me, she's really boring to play. So what I'm trying to do is show you in this video, Mercy is not boring to play. Now, I must state as we begin this video, the reason why Mercy isn't boring to play in this example is the team is relatively decent what I'm playing with. They're all spread out, they're all in different locations. It's given me a very good chance to play Mercy well. It's given me a get out clause. I have an escape because Mercy's left shift is Guardian Angel. This propels you towards a target. Now, you can see it all, you can see it whenever I target somebody, it will say left shift, okay? That there is saying if I press left shift, I will dive towards them with Guardian Angel. Now, the reason why we turn this off for, or rather we don't want the bias on for the beam target, is because I might want to jump up to somebody or jump away from my beam target while actually keeping the beam on. So it is very important that you get your options sorted out before you start playing Mercy, as you're going to have a lot of frustrating problems where you're going to want to jump to somebody but you can't because you're actually, the jump is favouring the beam target and it gets very frustrating. Another thing which can get a little bit frustrating with Mercy is sometimes it's quite difficult to get line of sight onto your targets to jump in. You'll notice with Hanzo, because he's standing on that like little veranda style thing at the back of the dojo area, it's hard sometimes for me to get to him. But you kind of struggle with it, you can get away with it. I would like it if Blizzard made it a little bit easier. So that was a great ulti as well, by the way, Tracer. If you made it a bit easier so you could actually target people by just sort of looking at them and you fly in their general direction, because you don't need to fly on top of them with Mercy. You just need to get close enough to them to heal. Like can you see him above there? I managed to get in there, which is pretty good, and I'm bringing it back up to full health. So how the hell am I playing Mercy? What is going on here? Well, what you need to do is you need to always be on the lookout for the health of your team. Now, this is easy to notice because there'll be critical warning signs when people are really low, but it's not just about running around with the health. The heal beam on. You need the damage boost sometimes. Like, look at this. I've got the damage boost on Junkrat. Junkrat against D.Va. Alright, D.Va's giving him a bit of trouble. I'll give him the heal. I'll give him the damage. I'll jump out of that because I'm getting attacked from behind. Down into Reinhardt. I'll give Reinhardt support because Reinhardt is against a Torbjorn there, which has just used his ultimate. Now, I'm using the heal on him because I know he's going to take damage off the turret, so as soon as that drops, we can give him a bit of assistance and get his health up. But he's gone straight in now, so I've got to get in there and help him. Look at that, though. I'm giving him the damage boost. Why I'm giving the damage boost to him is because I know he's against low damage output heroes, and I can also swap and give him the healing if required. Like, I knew he was fine there, so I dove off him, jumped onto the other guy there, and started healing to bring them back up. Top up Hanzo. It's very involved. Mercy is a fantastic hero to play. Like, there you go. Look, he's almost dead. I've jumped in. Oh, he's died. It's fine. I've got my res. I bring him back. Always res the tanks. If Reinhardt dies and my res is ready to go there, I may as well bring him back, right? Because we don't know what's going to happen. You don't want to lose your tank. They are critical members of the team. Especially if, well, they absorb damage. And especially if it's Reinhardt, arguably the best tank in almost every situation in the game right now. One thing with Mercy, which you won't even see me use in this clip, is her secondary weapon. Now... And again, this is a nice little thing here where Junkrat's killing their enemy Mercy. Alright, he's always going to kill her. But I was toggling between damage and heal just to sort of balance it. Don't just get stuck onto one thing. Don't just think, I'm just going to heal. Because the damage boost is massively effective. Really, really effective. So again, I'm going to jump down there and I'm going to grab Junkrat. The movement potential, I think he died anyway, but the movement potential is fantastic when you become situationally aware and you can jump all over the place like that. when you've got team members that are in good positions. If the team are not in great positions, then you can have a lot of trouble with Mercy. And I've seen a lot of new players to the game. And again, when I say new players, I'm not hating on people saying or coming across like I'm this big-headed guy, like, oh, I've played loads of Overwatch, you're crap, blah, blah, you filthy scrub and all this. It's nothing to do with that. It's just experience with the game. You can be the best FPS player ever, but Overwatch is a team-based game, so you need to kind of play as a team. You know, the hints in the thing, it's a team-based game. So this team, as I said, I'll spell out really well, but newer teams don't tend to do that, and it makes it difficult for you to support with Mercy. I got killed there by Genji. Now, I don't think there was much I could have done there. Maybe I could have got my Guardian Angel off if I noticed this a bit earlier, but he used an ultimate on me and he took me out, but only I died, and, you know, we're on the final point on Hanamura. I can get back into the fight pretty quick, and I do have my ultimate available anyway. Right, so my secondary weapon. Mercy's secondary weapon is a pistol which does absolutely terrible damage, and I do not recommend you use this unless it is a 1v1 situation, and you may as well use it because you've got nothing else to do. But you should never be in a 1v1 situation with Mercy. In every other situation, you are better off damage boosting or healing the other character with you instead of pulling out your gun and starting to fire. Now, Mercy does regenerate health, and I don't think a lot of people realise this. When you've been out of combat for around 2 or 3 seconds, Mercy's health will regenerate. So you don't actually need to run around looking for the health packs. So that does give her a bit of sustain. What you just see me do there is I knew we had a guy dead. Reinhardt was almost dead. I jumped onto him, managed to get the heal on him. I'm trying to get up there to Mei, but I just couldn't quite get to her, but she's okay. She's looked after herself. But I used the res because I know this could be the big push. This is the 60-second... I mean, the 60-second alert went, well, like 50 seconds ago. You know they're coming. Everybody's diving in on the point. This is when you've got to be clever with Mercy. Try not to blow your ultimate too ridiculously early. The reason why I used mine at the start of that combat was because I wanted to make sure we were ready for it to go, sort of thing. And look how fast it's come back up. Mercy's ultimate rapidly gets charged. Let me look at it charging there as I'm healing. It is insane. Yeah, sure, I've died, but I've got my other resin. It's more important that the damage dealers are alive right then at the end of the game instead of me. And that's kind of how you play Mercy, guys. She is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And people love it when you play Mercy. You've seen that play of the game clip at the start of this video. Watch what they say. Well, they don't even say anything. They just give you all the votes because they all know that you have won the game. Yeah, Junkrat got play of the game, and Junkrat, you know, he did well. He got the kills. But without that Mercy support, would this team have won? Without those reses, would this team have won? I don't think they would. Playing a support in Overwatch is a massively rewarding thing. I get it might be frustrating when you first start playing the game, when people really don't understand the heroes, but just give it a few weeks, guys, after launch, and you will have a great time. Guys, I've been Stylosa. This is Unit Lost. Follow me on Twitter, which is @UnitLostGaming, and I'll catch you next time. Toodaloo.